डॉक्टर अतुल कुमार द्विवेदी की ओर से आप सभी को गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। मैं आप सबके सामने ये एक वीडियो प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूं, जो कि हुए समारोह के ऑडियो वर्जन का वीडियो वर्जन है।
After independence, lot of things have changed, and we have started a new journey in our own style, without caring anything, whether it will hamper to the society, whether it will be fruitful to the society or not. I would like to throw certain lights on certain issues on which the India has progressed after independence. Like if we talk about the industry sector, definitely we have come up with the new concepts. Heavy industries have come up like ONGC, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited. Industrialization took place, which generated employment for a lot of people in the country. In the area of the science and technology, we have also progressed a lot. As you all are aware that the good institutions like Indian Institute of the Technology started. And now at present, there are a number of the IITs and other national institutes of excellence in the country. Almost in all these states, we are having IITs, we are having NITs and other top-notch universities. But the drawback is that we are not in a position to boast that we are having any one university which is ranking which can be compared to the top ranking universities of the world. We are having Indian Institute of Sciences, we are having IITs, but their position is also after 250 or 300 when we talk about the international ranking of our top-notch institutions. So what is lagging behind? Why we are lagging behind in the education sector? It is a matter which is to be pondered upon, and we have to address this issue unless and until we cannot strengthen our education, whether it is primary education, whether it is secondary education, whether it is tertiary education, technical education. A lot of changes are required. Definitely, nowadays the government have come up with the national education policy, which is giving a lot of focus on skill development so that we can become job providers instead of job seekers. There are a number of the provisions for the benefit of these students from the weaker sections who could not complete their education at a stage because of certain financial crunches or any other financial or the family problems. That is a good initiative which is being taken by the government to boost up the education system of the country. But a lot of work is to be done in this sector. In the area of the agriculture sector, I remember when I was 5 to 7 year old, lot of wheat used to be imported from the foreign country, and US used to give the wheat to our country at his own terms and conditions, and that to be the worst quality of the wheat used to be supplied to this country, and we used to feed our countrymen with that poor quality of the wheat. Our agriculture scientists did a lot of work. With the help of the Green Revolution, the productivity of the grains increased in the country. The per hectare production increased. So we have done a tremendous development in the area of the agriculture, in the production of the food grains. And now we are in a position that we are not having enough space to store the food grain produced in the country. So that is the status of food grains cereals. Apart from this, other cereals, pulses, oil seeds are also being produced in a huge quantity, and these materials can also be used for starting small industries, food processing industries, etc., which will also be definitely beneficial for generation of the employment, which is a big issue of this country, all because of the huge population of this country, more than about 135 crores at the moment. In defense sector, definitely country has progressed a lot in air force, in navy, and artillery. We have come up with new weapons, state-of-the-art equipments, the fighters, aircrafts, which are being imported by the country. So we are in a position to give defense to our country, and that is the reason that now we are in a position to combat the China and other enemies, and they cannot dictate our country. So these are the issues. Apart from this, the potential technical manpower of the country have also increased. They have made their space in the Silicon Valley. Our software engineers, our CEOs, most of the CEOs in top-notch US companies at the moment are Indians. Their economy will be shattered if they will not accommodate our Indian technocrats. And that is the reason that the moment there was a change in the power in the US on 20th January, most of the policies related to the visa have been withdrawn by the new president of the US, which will definitely help the Indians, and a lot of money will come to the country in the form of the dollars. So apart from this, there are certain other important things like white revolution, which has taken place, and we are in a position to produce huge quantity of the milk in the country. So we have developed a lot in different sectors. In space, in NASA, a lot of Indians, 30% Indians are there working in the NASA. Our scientists are doing miracles. So we have definitely achieved a number of the things, but we have gone down also in certain sectors. When we talk about the women empowerment, we have to do a lot of work in this area. Gender sensitization is another issue which is to be addressed upon. That is why now the government is taking certain initiatives in the form of the Mission Shakti just to empower the women in the country so that they can make their places in the different sectors like in army, in research, in software industries, and many more. Even so much so, they can come for the entrepreneurships. And that is the beauty of the national education policy, that which will be helping, promoting the ideas of the budding technocrats so that they can come in the area of the entrepreneurship also. But again, the most important part which is to be addressed, that we have to think of our responsibilities wherever we are working, whether we are a teacher, whether we are a staff, whether we are a scientist. We must do our responsibilities piously, and we should contribute for the growth of the nation so that we can become the 5 trillion economy which is being in the focus of the Prime Minister of India. Apart from this, the other initiatives which are being taken like Digital India and other Atmanirbhar Abhiyan by the Government of India, and lot many issues which are being taken up by the government at the moment are to be implemented in the letter and the spirit wherever we are. So this is my humble appeal to all of you that in which profession you are, it hardly matters that which profession you have opted. but you must give your 100% in that profession so that we can take our nation to the new heights. I will not take much of your time at this moment, and this will definitely a big tribute to our national leaders. That we must do our work sincerely, honestly, in the interest of the nation, with the feeling of the nationalism, which is very important. And that feeling is also growing at the moment. I am happy with that state of the affair. With these words, once again, I wish all of you that you keep continuing your duties as given in our Indian Constitution. That will only be a big tribute to our national leaders who sacrificed their life for gaining the independence, so that we came in the position to celebrate this day in this manner. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you very much, sir, for throwing lights on various issues and aspects in development of our country. Thank you very much. तेरे दामन से जो आए उन हवाओं को सलाम, चूम लूं मैं उस सुबह को जिस पे आए तेरा नाम। सबसे प्यारी सुबह तेरी, सबसे रंगी तेरी शाम, जिस जगह पैदा हुए हम उस जगह ही निकले जान, उस जगह ही निकले जान। इसी के साथ मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन बीओजी बीआईटी झांसी इंजीनियर राकेश गुप्ता सर। द फ्लोर इज योर्स सर।
आज के इस कार्यक्रम के में उपस्थित हमारे निदेशक महोदय, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, कर्मचारीगण, सुरक्षाकर्मी, सर्वप्रथम मैं आज 72वें गणतंत्र दिवस की बधाई देना चाहता हूं। अभी मैं बहुत ध्यान से निदेशक महोदय और इसके पहले एक फैकल्टी मेंबर्स का भाषण सुन रहा था। मुझे लगता है कि गणतंत्र दिवस के पूरे मायने आपको समझ में आ गए होंगे, मैं उसको रिपीट नहीं करूंगा। मैं बात करना चाहता हूं कि वास्तव में इस गणतंत्र दिवस 72 गणतंत्र दिवस में से हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे गणतंत्र दिवस पर बहुत सारे लोगों के भाषण सुने होंगे। हम लोगों ने उसमें से अमल कितनों पर किया